next question is, are you planning to add more children to your family? And the answer to that is kind of a complicated one, but I will say that we have been trying to add to our family for 4 years. We've had 4 years of secondary infertility, so we have been longing to add another baby to our family for many, many years. We don't know what the Lord has in store. I know I'm at a place now where I am at peace and so content with our family. I'm just at peace with whatever the Lord has for us. He withholds no good from us. So for whatever reason, the past 4 years, it wouldn't have been for my good or for His glory for us to conceive. So I just trust the Lord that He knows what our family is going to look like. He is in control of opening and closing my womb, just as He was in control of opening and closing Sarah's womb and Hannah's womb and Elizabeth's womb and all the barren women throughout the Bible. And so we are still praying for a miracle. We have not given up hope, not even close.
We're having a baby!
After 4 years and 7 months of secondary infertility, I am so happy to share with you that we are pregnant. We are so thrilled and excited to be welcoming our little miracle child coming this July. We have been trying and asking God for another child for 4 years and 7 months. And really the first 2 years of infertility were excruciatingly painful. They really were. They were just filled with so much sorrow and grief because what I thought our family would look like just kind of slipped away from me. Our kids are pretty much exactly 2 years apart. I have a son who is 10, a daughter who is 8, and another son who is 6. And so if we had gotten pregnant when I had originally wanted to, then we would also have a 4-year-old in the mix, but that wasn't God's plan for our family. We struggled with infertility for over 4 years. We sought a lot of help from professionals, fertility specialists, and I did end up having a surgery to correct something, but still we did not get pregnant. We didn't get pregnant after the surgery. We even did 2 medicated cycles this past year, and they unfortunately both failed. And the first one I handled okay, but the second one I really struggled with, and I really wrestled with the Lord over if He was just closing this door, this chapter of our family, and that I should just maybe move on. And I really struggled with that for quite some time. And my husband and I took some time to pray and reevaluate and maybe move on to embryo adoption or domestic infant adoption at the beginning of 2026. And so we took some time to pray about that, and I think we both felt settled on one of those options. And then on November 7th, we found out that we conceived naturally by the grace of God. We were so shocked. I mean, shocked is an understatement, a complete understatement. I could not believe that I was seeing 2 lines on a pregnancy test when I haven't seen that for the past 4 years and 7 months. So many months of trying, and I did get 1 positive, and we had a chemical pregnancy in early 2022. So it has been a long time since I have seen a positive pregnancy test. For me, I've just always felt like they are just always negative. And so I really just took this one just like, I really was not expecting anything. And when you've been trying to conceive for as long as we have, it really just was not on my mind that it could actually be positive. There's so many other months where I was hoping and praying and really hopeful that I would be pregnant, but it just wasn't on my radar this time. We had a really busy month. My sister had gotten married. I had 2 of my kids celebrate birthdays within the same week. We got outdoor kittens. It was a lot going on, and really fertility was kind of the last thing on my mind. I just was not thinking about it. And really that just to me magnifies how much God was in control of opening and closing my womb, because it was the month that we've probably tried the least in this 4 years and 7 months. So to me, it truly felt like God was showing us his sovereignty, his authority, his power. He breathes life into all of his creatures, and he determines life when it begins and when it ends. And of course, sometimes he uses medical intervention, but to just clearly see his power, that he didn't need a single thing but his own will saying, yes, it is time. But for me, he was just showing his absolute power and grace, because there's nothing that I could do to deserve a pregnancy. It's all given to me by grace and by mercy. And so him opening up my womb is just a complete act of God. When I look back, there's like nothing that I can point to that would be like, yeah, that's probably what changed. That's probably what helped us to get pregnant finally. But it was just God saying, it is time, which happens in the Bible on more than one instance, more than one occasion, where we see God open and close wombs. The wombs of Sarah and Hannah and Elizabeth and Mary. God is in control of giving life. God is in control of conception. And if you had asked me 4 years and 7 months ago if he was, I would have said yes, of course. But being brought so low and being so humbled by the past almost 5 years of secondary infertility has really shown me like it is absolutely in God's hands, and he is in control. And no matter what I do to try to fix this or solve this or to end up pregnant, it's not up to me. It's up to God. And I don't know why God closed my womb for almost 5 years. It is truly one of the hardest things that I've ever walked through. But as I look back now, I wouldn't trade these years of infertility, because God really used them to shape me and mold me to be more like him. And I failed so many times. So many times I've put my hope in being pregnant, and so many times I've been jealous of others, or not able to be happy for others, or just thinking I can't be happy unless I get pregnant. And he's worked all of those things out of me to different degrees. I still fail, and I'm definitely not perfect, but I have seen so much growth and change within my own heart through God working through using my secondary infertility. So many months, so many days, I had to just cling to him, or the prayers of my close friends had to carry me through really hard times. And I'm so thankful for all of my real life friends who have literally not stopped praying for us for almost 5 years. It means so much that those friends did not give up on this hope and dream of ours, and that they were always there to listen to me. And that not one of them rushed us on and said like, well, maybe you should just adopt. Maybe you should just let this dream go. But they were patient, and they just sat with me while I cried. Or they checked in on me after, failed infertility treatments or appointments. And they were just steadfast and there for me. And I thank you to a lot of my subscribers or people who watch my videos who encouraged me after I shared about our secondary infertility journey. It meant so much to have the encouragement and support of so many of you, because secondary infertility is a really hard and lonely journey, as I'm sure primary infertility is as well. I do not know the pain of primary infertility. And if that is something that you are walking through, I am so sorry. And I pray that the Lord just holds you close as you wait and as you pray, and that he gives you guidance along the way. And if you are walking through secondary infertility right now, I am so sorry. And I'm so sorry if my news causes you any pain. I understand if you need to check out of my channel for a little bit. I've had to do the same over the years with other people who have been pregnant, and I understand. And I am praying right now that God blesses you with your miracle child. And more than that, I'm praying that he comforts you, that he sustains you, and that he preserves your faith, and that he gives you good friends to walk through this with you. And just know that he gives you the grace to walk through this each day. He gives us the grace that we need. So now that I have gotten so emotional, it's hard to not be emotional. And in the first couple of weeks that I found out, I would just find myself laugh, crying, and just in disbelief to be pregnant again. I just can't believe it. I still can't believe it. It's still so special and amazing. We got to tell our church family today. On a whole broad level, there's, you know, a handful of people that have known already, but it was so special, and I could just barely hold back the tears. And the ladies hugging me that have known what we've walked through and what we've gone through, I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful, and I just can't believe I just can't believe it, and I'm so sorry that I'm crying through this whole video. So right now I am 13 weeks. By the time you're watching this, I'm probably about to 14 weeks, and out of the first trimester, we have had an ultrasound of our baby at about 10 weeks. We actually just found out today the gender of the baby that we are having. I plan to share a first trimester update video with you in an upcoming video, but today I just wanted to share this amazing news so that we can magnify the name of the Lord together, so that we can rejoice together, and so that you understand why I haven't been putting out much content lately. Hopefully that can change soon, but I've been dealing with quite a bit of exhaustion, and it's just very hard for me to create right now. But I did want to share this news with you about our miracle baby. I am due in July, which I think works just perfectly with our homeschool year. I know that we could adjust it no matter when the baby was going to be born, but July seems like the perfect amount of time to have off of school before having the baby, and then having some time off before we have to start the school year again afterwards. So I am thrilled to be having a summer baby. I've never had a truly purely summer baby. I've had one born at the very end of August, which really by the time I was like out of bed, it felt like it was fall already. So I'm really excited to have a summer baby. It's going to be different. Let me know if you have any tips for summer baby. Let me know if you have any tips for having a newborn while homeschooling. I've never had a newborn or an infant while homeschooling. When I started with my oldest, my youngest was already a toddler, like a year and a half or 2 years old. So it was different than having a newborn, of course. So hopefully I can share with you some of my upcoming mother culture plans and just other plans for our homeschool, how things have had to change and adjust, and more updates. But I wanted to get this one major update out of the way first. So let me know down below if you have any questions about my pregnancy that you'd like me to answer. If you have any questions about our secondary infertility journey, please ask those as well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for praying for us. If you were one of the ones that commented that you were praying for us during our infertility journey, I would ask that you would continue to pray for us, continue to pray for a healthy baby and a healthy pregnancy. I'm just so thankful to be making this video that I thought maybe I would never get to make.
Okay, yeah, first tissue. Okay.
Mom, it's a
It's a
girl!
girl!
Oh my gosh! It's a girl!
You gotta have a sister, ready?
Oh my gosh!
You're the girl too, Liz? Rocky, what did you get?
Look at the cute little
Oh
dress.
my gosh. I can't
Cassie.
believe it. Are you so happy you get
And
a sister?
what did yours come with?